Look at that, I got about 1,000 CDs behind me and I don't play them anymore. I want to play them, but I'm kind of between CD players right now. So I'm going to do what any red-blooded American male would do. I'm going to improvise and I'm going to make one. Hi, I'm Bob, and you, my friends, are back here in the United States of Analog. Welcome to our great nation of audio experimentation, and that's what we're going to be doing today, experimenting with CD drives and DACs, because I need a CD player right now.
And I need it stat.
I've got a lot of cool gear that I have upstairs that I'm ready to test out, not the least of which is a Black Ice Audio F22 tube amplifier with beautiful, glowing KT88 tubes. Man, those things run hot, but they run sweet, and I'm going to be doing a full review. But first, I'm going to try to construct a CD player out of a few different components. And also, I just got in on loan a beautiful pair of walnut Focal Cantas from France. It's going to be a treat for me, and I just want to put all that stuff through its paces, not only with vinyl and streaming, but with CDs. And why CDs? They're a thing of the past, Bob.
No, they're not.
CDs sound good. They're easy to play. They're nostalgic. And CDs can be educational. They can teach us how to count. Led Zeppelin 1, Led Zeppelin 2, Led Zeppelin 3, Led Zeppelin 4, Led Zeppelin 5, and I think this one had a name, Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti. CDs are great. I've always loved them, and in my many years of doing radio, I've been graced with a lot of CD comp. I've got a lot of great music to listen to on CD, and to be quite honest, sometimes it is the best experience. Sometimes it sounds better than vinyl. No clicks, no pops, no cracks, no scratches. Well, I guess you can scratch a CD. You know, several decades ago, CDs were promised to have a very long shelf life, maybe forever. So far, with a few exceptions in my collection, it's lived up to that. This is music that you can keep and play for a long time. Just sometimes you have an album on CD that you just can't get anywhere else. So keep your CDs. There's a record store here in Austin, Texas that sometimes puts CDs on sale for a penny each. That's ridiculous. So since I needed some kind of CD system for these upcoming reviews, I decided to go to Wal-Mart, which I want to do, and I got this for $24. I don't even know how to pronounce this name. This is a basic black DVD player with a remote. If you back out the cost of the HDMI cable, this is about $15 worth of hardware. I also have any number of DACs lying around the house. I'm thinking of using my Gishelli Labs 4499 AKM DAC, which retails somewhere, I don't know, depending on the options. It's in that general universe of $500. And I'm very encouraged because the name of this player has two letters that are in the name Sony. So, all right, let's get upstairs, let's plug it all in, and let's
get to it.
All right, now I'm back down from my experiment, and it's time to organize my thoughts. Remember, I needed a CD solution because I have a ton of CDs, and I'm not getting rid of them because I've got some cool 80s Target CDs, not the store, but the German pressings, and so much stuff that I'm very attached to that I don't want to let go of. I needed a CD player, so I put one together. So before I give you the results, I already know what you're typing in the comments right now. Bob, your thumbnail was misleading, but that's what you always say. I've got to get you to watch somehow. Come on. Are you going to say that this $24 DVD
player isn't spinning at exactly the right
RPMs consistently to the millisecond or whatever? You're going to tell me there's timing issues and vibration issues, and I know.
I don't care.
I really don't care. Could I make great music with this system? I think I did. So give your fingers a rest and just listen. I know the other criticism is going to be that this is a very expensive DAC, and this is a very expensive system I'm putting behind this DVD player. Yes, but remember, I'd already bought the DAC, and I'm only repurposing it. It doesn't cost me any more money. So really, in truth, I've created a $24 audiophile CD player. The fact that the system is very expensive, but we have to take the sound back to the beginning of the chain. This ONN budget player was the beginning of that. And I think it did a pretty decent job in extracting the basic information from the CDs I was using. Here's some of the stuff I was listening to. I have 4 remasters from Mobile Fidelity. Quite a good record. If you're not an Elvis fan, I highly recommend this. This is a mini masterpiece. Classic audiophile offering. Bruce Springsteen just out. Add some Tracy Chapman, always Tracy Chapman. Wings at the speed of sound. Just some of my favorites. On those SACDs, I used them because I knew the mastering was going to be modern and good. And of course, I was reading the CD layer. This $24 player is not going to read SACD. Hey, please like and subscribe. You'll really help my channel. Well, if you've never done this before, just connect your DVD player to your DAC via an optical or coaxial cable. Then analog RCA cables out to the amplifier and then connect your speakers as normal. It's that easy. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. Everything connected very easily. Everything went very smoothly. I sat down with a glass of wine. I wired it up. I fired it up. Everything lit. Hey, I was surprised the DVD player had a little digital display. I didn't see that on the packaging. It doesn't give you the track number, but it gives you the time. And using this remote control, which by the way has way too many buttons, I learned how to skip track. There's a volume control on here, so I could actually manipulate the output of that unit. Disc drawer action was very loud. Let's listen to it. I could not hear the disc spinning inside of that unit. And that shocked me. I can honestly tell you, and I know already you're not going to believe me, but it was one of the best, if not the best, CD listening experience I've ever had in my room upstairs. Was it the J2 DAC? Absolutely. Was it the Focal Canta speaker? Absolutely. Was it the Black Ice Audio Tube Amp? Absolutely. That all contributed, but I made music for just a few bucks. And it may have been the wine talking, but I had a couple of musical moments on this disc alone that almost brought me to tears. And there's something about the J2 DAC and or the beryllium tweeter that's in those Focal speakers that just gave extra dimension to the music, extra detail, especially in the horns and strings, those instruments which can really bring the emotion forth into the music and into your body. I know 2 of these records intimately. I've heard them hundreds of times. And I can tell you, with this system, I was hearing things that I had never heard in these recordings. Subtle details, textures on the strings, the brightness in the brass, the background vocals just separating out from everything else. I'm not exaggerating. It was an amazing experience. And when I woke up this morning, the first thing I wanted to do was to go back upstairs and listen to more music. Do I wish that I have the budget to go out and get some beautiful high-end single drawer player? Sure, but I don't really feel like I need it. I'm only listening to CDs maybe 10-20% of the time. I'm streaming, I'm listening to vinyl, but I want to do it on occasion, and now I have a solution. I even used my SMSL DAC. I'll put the model here. I don't remember the model number. That was good too. It wasn't as good as the J2 4499, and that's to be expected, but it was giving me some of those audiophile qualities. So as an added bonus, I plugged in a 90s era Panasonic SACD/DVD player. It was not as revealing. It was not as wide. It was not as deep. Everything seemed more compressed. It was adequate, but the DAC inside of that unit is showing its age. And while I'm glad I have that SACD player, I much preferred the regular CD layer, these hybrid SACDs, through the J2, through the Black Ice Audio, to the Focals. Here's my recommendation to you. If you have CDs or you want to get into the CD game and you already have a DAC, maybe one of those Fun-Fi DACs that I talk about, maybe a nice Gishelli DAC or a Cambridge Audio DAC. Get yourself a cheap transport. Go to Goodwill, get a DVD player. Plug it in first, make sure it lights up. But for just a few bucks, you could be enjoying the healing properties of music through compact disc playback. And when this goes kaput,
And when it stops kicking ass,
I'm gonna throw it away just like that and get another one. That's it. That's my little video about a CD problem that I solved using good old Yankee ingenuity and 25 bucks. Thanks for being here in the United States of Analog again. I'll see you next time. You're dismissed. Oh, and I should mention that the geniuses at YouTube have already picked some videos for you to watch. They're really good.